When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fights off a defender. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Inside the... And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for room, it's Lyle. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
The run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got it.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Find space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Canes have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. Gets away from one. He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Haynes. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
With the catch, it's Moore. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll try to pound their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can...
There he goes! Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He turns that loose down the right side. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Makes a connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Got room to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. That's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Haynes. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Holstein. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
35. On to punt it away.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Oh, they're after him. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 30. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That is no good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll go to the air on third and short. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation.
How about this? A fake. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. Quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
Back to pass on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. Bounced off his feet. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quick completion on the out. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Oh, what a move. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to block.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes it past the marker. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Wants to go up top, right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Toss sweep right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he'll be stumped. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Holstein. The offense pops it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Lyle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Hurricanes are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
That's a huge blow. Offensive possessions are already limited now with time running out in the 4th quarter, and you're losing. And to give the ball away and give one of those possessions away, it's not over yet, but man, did you make your job a lot harder.
Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. At this point, the clock is like the 12th man on offense. I assume they'll keep it on the ground here.
I would think so, too, but I also want to get the score and end this game. Like, that touchdown puts me up by 2 possessions, ball game over.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. To the air, it's Hawkins. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.